Hello again, Struck Club. Today I'm bringing you another info video for Godfall, and this one is going to be about the weapon classes, which is the second major identity component in the game. First you have the Valorplate, which decides what you kind of look like as an armor, and then there's weapon classes. There's 5 weapons, and each with their own primary and secondary traits. And you're gonna find a ton of different varieties for each of the 5 weapon classes. And as you know, the weapon is not just a single weapon that you can wear. You can have 2 weapons, and those 2 weapons you can switch between one and the other, and they would provide you, maybe one weapon would fill in the gaps where another weapon is falling behind. Maybe you can have one weapon for single target and one weapon for AoE, one weapon for non-armored enemies and one weapon for armored enemies. So there's 5 weapon classes, which are the Longsword, the Dual Blades, the Pole Arm, which is a 2-handed weapon, the 2-handed Warhammer, and the 2-handed Great Sword. And they're all pretty fun, and again, as I said, they would all have their own primary and secondary traits. The developers have provided us some information about those. There's not much known about it, but we can talk about Dual Blades, Longsword, and about something else, which is the shield you're seeing here. So I would say maybe we can start by providing you all of the information they said about the Dual Blades, which are the fastest weapon class. They are meant to be used for speed, for fluidity. They also provide you a ton of mobility. And they're very good against soft, unarmored targets. And they're also amazing for single target DPS. They have certain things like this light attack combo, which is basically 4 consecutive attacks. And they also have the Blade Cyclone, which is a heavy attack combo, a spinning Blade Cyclone, and can be used as a finisher at the end of the light attack combo. And basically there's also something called Inner Focus, which is you building up charges to activate it. And it's a dual blade only mechanic, and it inflicts massive damage in a short period of time. And there's also Mortal Coil, which is a way to throw a blade at an enemy to pull it towards you. And if it's a big enemy like a boss, I've seen from some other footage, this pulls you towards the boss. Then there's the Longswords, a balanced weapon. They offer crisp damage and simple cooldowns without needing complicated combos. They also have a 4-hit light attack combo, and they also have a heavy attack finisher, which can be used as a finisher at the end of the light attack combo. And they also have 3 signature moves. First of all, let's look at Spectral Flurry. It cannot be interrupted, and it's high DPS to multiple nearby targets. And let's look at Spiral Technique, massive damage in a straightforward line at a fixed path to all enemies within range. And then there's something called Timing Attack, where you see this white slash, and if you use a shield attack during this timing, you do Shield Uppercut, which is a devastating shield attack if you perform it well timed right after a Longsword attack. So for the shield, it's a core part of Godfall, available to us throughout the entire game, and it allows us to block and parry. And there's also something called Counter Attack, which is done by performing a light attack right after a last second shield block to counter with a powerful shield strike. And there's also a shield throw, which is basically Captain America style, aiming and throwing the shield to hit multiple targets. And then there's also wave attack, which is done by tapping the shield button just as you catch your shield. And then there's Petrifying Slam, a double tap of the shield button is what does this. And then there's ground finishers. They can be performed on enemies that have been knocked down to the ground. And now that we know what the weapon types are, I can't wait to find out some more info about the other ones, about the Warhammer, about the polearm, about the Greatsword. I would love to know more about those, but keep in mind, combined with those 12 Valorplates, which are the Aegis Horde, the Armistice, the Bulwark, Greyhawk, Hinterquo, Illumina, Mesa, Mobius, Phoenix, Silvermane, Typhon, and Vertigo, that's a lot of possibilities. A lot of possibilities combining the different augment sockets of each Valorplate alongside the two weapons you decide to pick, alongside the two rings, the charm, the amulet, the lifestone, the banner. Combining all of those and their special abilities and attributes would make up for some amazingly fun builds to try. See, you might want to try a spirit only build centered on damage on AoE damage with the hammer, or you can try and go single target damage with dual blades, or you could try and have the hammer and the dual blades, which is actually what I'm planning on making myself. I'm planning on making Vertigo with dual blades and a warhammer focused on spirit and on crits, but we'll see how that goes. Or you might want to play more of a support tanky build where you're just using the shield and maybe a longsword with counterattacks and things like that, and just using banners and healing and all of that. In general, all the weapons with all their special attacks, with all the different Valorplates, would be an amazing combo to try. Let me know what you're planning on playing, if you want to share on what your ideal setup would be. We don't know much regarding all the skill points. I wish there was a skill point calculator, something like a simulator that would let us before launch just the same way Gearbox did it with Borderlands 3, giving us the skill calculators where we could theory craft before launch some builds. I would like to see the same for the skill grid, and even if the augments and the gear are out of the equation, it's gonna be still nice to try and have something ready to go when the game launches. I can't wait to do some of those bosses you're seeing on the screen, especially this one with the shield. The game looks to be promising and fun. Some people would really want to wait for reviews before buying it because, well, it's an expensive game. If you want to get the deluxe edition with including expansion, it might cost a while. So I'm excited, hope you're excited as well. To get notified when I upload more content like this or similar for this game or other games like it, such as Wooters of all varieties, you could subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button to not miss out on notifications, and optionally you can even join as a member of the Struck Club and get access to emotes, badges or other perks such as private tutorials and things like that. And I would like to use this part of the video to thank the people who are currently YouTube members of the Struck Club. Thanks for watching this video, keep it cool, and until next time, Struck Club. Goodbye.